In the Arctic. Me and a friend had acted a robot archive knife to take them to Australia, but something was terribly wrong. When the smoke cleared, the children were not together and not in Australia. Mommy ended up on the planet Mars. Sam found herself in the desert. What happened to Andy, Lucy, and Ken? When the smoke cleared, Andy felt very cold. He looked around for his friend. All he saw was Bungo, his pet monkey, and a lot of snow. The snow around him was perfectly smooth. There were no footprints of any kind anywhere. Bungo was running around the cape to keep warm. Andy was worried when Bungo ran so far away that he looked like a dot in the distance. Andy called for Bungo to come back. When Bungo returned, he exactly pulled on Andy's sleeve, asking him to follow. Andy retraced Bungo's steps with him and soon saw why the monkey was so excited. Bungo had found footprints. Good boy, Bungo. These must be the footprints of our friend, said the heavy Andy. Andy couldn't tell how many sets of prints there were. He thought there was level 4. Andy and Bungo quickly followed the trail of footprints. They began to run. Andy was
anxious
to see his friend, and running helped him stay warm. Andy and Bungo soon saw a big igloo in the distance. Our friend must be in there, Andy said to Bungo. When they were close to the igloo, Andy called out, Tommy, Sam, Lucy, Ken, are you in there? Nobody answered. Nobody appeared at the entrance. Andy went into the igloo. There was no one inside, but there were 4 comfortable looking beds. Covering each fur was a fur blanket. Laid out on the bed were clothes made of fur. Andy grabbed the fur coat and put it on. It fit perfectly. He then found a pair of fur
trousers
and quickly put them on. He looked for something for Bungo to wear. All the clothes were too big for his bad monkey. He spotted the fur bag on one of the beds. This will do for you, Andy said, but I need to cut those stitches to make holes for your head and arms. Bungo leaped over to him. Bungo held a big knife in his hand. Where did you get this? Asked Andy. Bungo pointed to a small wooden table. A big piece of smoked meat sat on top. Andy cut holes in the bag. Now Bungo was a warm fur coat too. Then they sat at the table and ate slices of the smoked meat. They now felt warm, with full tummies. Andy thought the best plan was to wait until their friend returned. They are probably out looking for us, he thought. So Andy and Bungo jumped into the bed and quickly fell asleep. Andy was dreaming that he was at the beautiful beach. He was swinging in a
hammock,
stretched between two palm trees. Then he opened his eyes to find that he had been lifted off the bed and was trapped in a net. The net was held tightly at each end by creatures wearing fur coats with large hoods. Andy could not see their face except for the dark goggles they wore. Andy looked around for Bungo. The monkey was nowhere to be seen. Andy glanced over to the table and saw that the knife was not there. While Andy was being captured, Tommy was rescuing arcade robots on the planet Force. Tommy found out that Plexa was the only one who could help him find his friend. Plexa was from Archive's home planet,
Gendras.
She was the engineer who had programmed all the arcade chess robots. Amy also had seen the evil Arnold, who had captured all the arcade robots except Arcade 5. Amy had just
managed
to reach Arcade 9 and was running through the forest with an arcade robot in each hand. He was running away from Arnold and his henchmen. Amy was just about to stop for a rest when the dam on earth below his feet gave way. He found himself falling into a deep hole. He landed with a bump. Now we're in big trouble. Arnold has captured us, Tommy said to Arcade 5. Don't worry, little boy, said a voice from above. It is not Arnold who has captured you. That is the voice of Plexa, said Arcade 5. We will be safe now. Plexa lowered the rope into the hole. Tommy put the arcade robot into his pocket and carefully climbed the rope while Plexa helped pull him up. When he reached the top, Plexa helped Tommy the rest of the way out of the hole. This trap was not meant for you, she said. This was meant for Arnold and his guard. Plexa was surprised but happy when Tommy produced the two arcade robots from his pocket. We have a lot to talk about, said Plexa. But first, we must get out of here before our dogs find us. Follow me. Tommy followed Plexa through the forest. He had trouble keeping up as she ran so quickly. Can we stop for a rest? asked Tommy. We're almost there. Just another couple of minutes, was the reply. Within 10 minutes, they were sitting in a Plexa tree's house, sipping coconut milk. The house was near the top of one of the tallest trees in the forest. To get there, they used the rope to climb the tree. Once they reached the house, Plixa pulled up the rope behind them. Anna will never find us here, said Plixa. Now you tell me how you got here, and why you have these two robot with you. Plixa listened very carefully as Tommy told her his story. When he finished, Plixa said, "That's very interesting. Now let me tell you why I'm here." Arnold is a very evil character. He found out that with the combined power of all the arcade robots, he could take over and rule your planet Earth. She continued. He had captured all the arcade robots except of Arcade 5. He's trying to track down Arcade 5, and that is why you are here. Anna will spell the examples of all Earth's habitats.
Habitats.
Here on boards. A different habitat
Occupies.
each of the towers you've seen on boards. We are now in the rainforest tower. He is studying the habit to be ready for when he takes over Earth. I was sent here by the rules of Gendra to stop him. But can you help me find my friend? Asked Tommy. I think I can, was Plixa's reply. To be continued.